Hi everyone. I hope that you're doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. As always, I'm so grateful that you're listening, subscribing, and commenting. I really appreciate the support. And in this one, I wanted to speak to you all about a social anxiety loophole. And I read this Instagram post recently and I really liked it, so I'm going to read it out to you guys. I think it's from Tumblr, and it says something like, "My anxiety has a loophole that if somebody else is equally or more uncomfortable, I develop the sudden ability to do the thing." Yeah. I can't go and ask for more ketchup for myself, but if my friend wants more ketchup, I'm out of my seat in a second. The mom friend override. Yeah. I thought it was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, because it's absolutely true for socially anxious or anxious people in general, or INFJs, or whoever on this planet has social anxiety. In general, we hide from all of these random things. I mean, I've developed the capacity over time to be a little bit more extroverted and a little bit more confident, and I can go and ask for things if really it comes down to it. I can do things for myself. One of the biggest things that was a reminder for me how much I've changed is recently I was on a flight, on a later flight around 3 p.m. and going from one airport to another, so from Chiang Mai to Bangkok, coming back here. That was the last flight, one of the last flights in Thailand that I took. And I was at the airport early because I'd heard that they were going to close the airport that day. Because of the close of the lockdown, and I was like, all right, I really need to catch this flight before they close the airport. They were going to close the Chiang Mai airport, and if I wasn't going to get that flight, I wouldn't catch the flight to Toronto. And I was like, no, I really need to get on this flight because it's a lot of money that's going to go down the drain. My parents were really anxious that I get back home. Normally, I'd just be like, all right, I guess I could just wait until 3 p.m. It's okay, I'm in the airport. It doesn't seem like it's canceled. At least I'm already here, blah, blah, blah. But I was like, no, go ask. Go ask if they can upgrade you or move you to an earlier flight. So at least you can be at Bangkok airport already and you don't have to worry about catching a flight or about Chiang Mai airport being closed or all of that anxiety. You can just be in Bangkok airport and you can chill out, eat, relax, people watch. As I said, normally in the past, I would be like, no, I can't do it. But today, not today, this time around, that was 2 months ago, I was able to. I was like, yeah, all right, cool. And I went and I asked them. They were like, yeah, we can take you, or we can put you on an earlier flight. It's pretty much empty. And so I took the flight and I was in Bangkok airport, and my anxiety just left. As soon as I was in Bangkok airport, my anxiety just dissipated. Be like, all right, cool, I'm already here. The flight's still going on. I'm here already. I'm definitely going to get to Toronto. Perfect. And then I was just able to relax and chill and read mangas, and I just had a good time, people watching. But again, this anxiety loophole is there for us to take advantage of, right? So normally, as I said, normally I wouldn't want to ask questions of people. I don't like talking to customer service. If I go to IKEA, I will bash my head against the wall and try to find things on my own before I ask someone. Yeah, it's not something that I would do for myself. I'd literally walk around the store 1,000 times over, be there for 3 or 4 hours looking for this one particular item, not knowing where it is, before asking someone for it. But recently, my sister, she really wants to have some patio furniture. She just moved into our new apartment downtown, and she wanted to have some nice patio furniture. We went to IKEA. We couldn't find this one particular item. Normally, as I said, I would be like, no, I don't want to talk to customer service. My sister's like, oh, I really wanted this item. As soon as she said that, it's as if I was Superwoman. I was like, oh, cool, you want it? All right, let me go ask for it. And so we asked for it. I went and we asked someone about it. And normally, as I said, I would never do it. But my sister wanted that item, and suddenly I'm Superwoman. And so this is a loophole that we have in our anxiety in general. Yes, we have anxiety, and yes, we are terrible at conversations. Yes, we are not able to ask customer service for even a bottle of water. We might be dying of thirst, and we can't ask for a bottle of water for ourselves. I've been in flights where I was like, oh my God, I'm so thirsty, I'm so thirsty. But I could not get over my anxiety to go over to the flight attendant and be like, I'm thirsty, may I have a bottle of water? Or can I fill up my bottle of water? And this one that I always carry around with me. And I was like, can you fill this up for me? I could not ask for it. That was years ago though. Now I carry this bottle around with me and I just fill it up wherever I can. But this anxiety loophole does exist. So if someone else wants it, if someone else needs it, if someone else really craves it, it's as if all of the social anxiety shackles that have bound us all of those prisons that we placed ourselves into, suddenly all of those bars just fall away. It's as if, oh wow, look at this. I'm out in the open again. I'm free to do whatever I want. I'm free to ask the question that I need to ask. I'm free to help my friend out. I'm free to ask for more ketchup or tell the waiter that your food sucks or there's a hair in it and you need to return it or give me a new one or whatever it might be, right? Until someone else needs it, we are not able to do it for ourselves. As soon as someone else needs it, we are Superman, Superwoman, superhuman, right? Now, of course, the point to this video is not just, oh, great, that's great, we have a loophole. The fact is that you can actually do it. That is the basic essence of it, right? I mean, like, it's not the loophole's fault or the person's fault that you're doing it. It is that you have the inherent capacity. It is within you to get over yourself, get over your anxiety, and get stuff done. It is there. It is just within you. You pretend like it isn't, and we're like, no, I couldn't. And then someone's like, oh, I wish you would do that for me. Boom, we're out. We're out of our seats, and we're going off and into battle. We're asking questions. We're getting stuff done. I know people who have social anxiety, and they would never be able to talk to a principal of a school by themselves, but their sister was being bullied or their brother was being bullied, and as if they were superhuman, as if they were burning fire and within, like, they were fiery, they went to the school, started fighting for their brothers or sisters' rights, and started yelling at the principal in a manner that they would normally never do. Again, they're socially anxious. They're not able to do that normally. But their brother or sister needed it, or someone needed it, and they went into the school as if they were made of fire. They broke everything apart, and they made sure that they got the justice they wanted or they needed. Now, again, as I said, this the capacity is inherent within us. It is always there within us. It is present within us all the time. And I'm trying to say it in so many different ways for you to realize that this is not a one-off situation. It's not like, oh, right, yeah, only if my friend asks for it, I can do it. If you need it as well, you can do it. It is there within you, the capacity, but you just don't think you're important enough. And that is the major difference here. Your friend is important enough for you to go off into battle, but for your own needs, for your own desires, you are not important enough to yourself. That's the main idea, the main message that you're sending yourself, right? If you were important enough, if I was important enough to myself in the past, I would have gotten up and gone to the flight attendant and said, I'm sorry, but I'm thirsty and I need water, right? But in my own opinion, for myself, in that moment in time, thankfully not right now, but in that moment in time, I was not important enough to myself. What does it matter if I'm thirsty? Someone else thirsty? All right, go. Let's get water for you, blah, blah. If I'm thirsty, it's just me. It doesn't really matter anyways. I'm not that important. It's not that useful to do anything for myself. But for someone else, yeah, sure. So again, it's the idea or the basic message that you're sending yourself that you're not important enough to take care of. You're not important enough to fight for. You're not important enough to go into battle for. And that's such a sad thing. I'm sure when you're hearing this, it makes me feel sad for myself, where I'm like, why? Why am I not important enough? Why am I not important enough for these battles? Now, of course, as I said, I'm changing now, and I do realize that I am important enough, and it's important for me to fight for these things, because the more I practice at it, the better I get at it, right? Now, I am able to go up to a flight attendant and be like, yeah, no, I'm hungry. I want something to eat. And last time around, of course, they were not doing any kind of food service, so I brought my own food into the cabin. But when I've been on flights previously and I was hungry, I would go up to the flight attendant and be like, do you have anything to eat? Do you have a sandwich or something? I'm so hungry. Normally, like the old me would never have done that. I would have been starving to death. I would have been so hungry I would get a headache from it, but I would not have asked for anything for myself. But again, as I said, if my sister was hungry, if she was traveling with me, I am like a crazy person when my sister needs something or my brother needs something or someone I love needs something. Like loyalty mode, right? Like I will go into battle and I will make sure that they get what they need. I will die for it, but I'll make sure that they get what they need, right? Why don't I afford the same kind of battle mode for myself? Why don't I afford the same kind of care and, that fire for myself? Why don't I do it for myself as well? And again, that's the idea for socially anxious people, that they really need to think about this. Why is someone else more important than you? Why is it okay for you to fight someone else's battles but not your own? Why is it okay for you to get ketchup for someone else But if you need ketchup for yourself, no, it's not okay. No, I'm not going to go do it. Why? Why are you not important enough for that? Again, I really want you to think about this, because when I started thinking about these questions, I was like, wow, that's really sad that I think this way about myself. And I didn't want to do that to myself anymore. I didn't want to think of myself as unimportant anymore. And so I tried to stop as much as possible. And as I said, I practiced at it. Whenever I was like, I really want this, all right, go ask for it. Well, no one else wants it. Well, you want it. It's important. You're important enough. And so that's how I talk to myself every single time. And I want you to say that to yourself as well. You're important enough. You're as important as someone else. If you can fight someone else's battles, then you can fight your own, because you should be actually more important than someone else, right? I mean, you should be taking care of yourself and your needs more so than anyone else's needs. Isn't that how the world works? So again, a little bit of selfishness, a little bit of contemplation, and a little bit of realization that yes, you are important as well, and your needs deserve care as well as anyone else's needs on this planet. Okay? I wanted to do this video because it's kind of sad, it's kind of funny when you read something like this, and it's enlightening to know that this is the way you think about yourself, because as soon as you know, then you can start changing it. Until this point, perhaps you weren't aware of the fact that you were thinking about yourself as unimportant, but you are, because that's the message, the idea you're sending yourself through your actions. If you have any questions about this, comment below and I shall do a follow-up video. It's very important for us to realize this message that we're sending ourselves on a daily, hourly, weekly basis. Again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being on my channel. I really appreciate your support, and I shall see you the next time around. Bye for now.